Hello, my name is Mariano Martinez. I am the president and CEO of JDove Productions, and I'm here to be on Passage to Profits on iHeartRadio. Okay, so I'm the president and CEO of JDove Productions. What JDove Productions is a special events choreography company. We mainly deal with quinceañeras, sweet 16s, and weddings. For those of you who do not know what a quinceañera and a sweet 16 is, I call it a wedding without the I do. So mainly in Latin communities, it's really, really big. It's a rites of passage for 15-year-old and 16-year-old females. There are also guys in the mix as well, doing like a 15 and 16 for the guys as well. So what I do is I come in and I create what the court is going to present. So anything from the entrances, the grand walk, the grand dance that they're going to do, the waltz, whatever styles that they want, and then even blowing out the candles, things like that. For the brides and the groom, I create their first wedding dance. Now, if they also want their court, their bridesmaids and groomsmen involved, I choreograph for them as well.
And I went to your website. Beautiful photos on there.
Thank you,
and
thank you.
You give dance lessons too, right?
Yes, I do. We are working on solidifying a collaboration with a dance studio in the Bronx. However, we go all around New York City, and as we've been out, as far out as California, Florida, doing Sweet 16s and events out there as well, and dance lessons as well. So right now, what we do have in the Bronx are two things. One, for the opening public who want hip hop classes, who want salsa classes, bachata, who want the first bride and groom, what it kind of feels like to just move as a bride and a groom. We do those classes as well. Also, I have a give back, which is a free program, which is JDove Dance Academy. Hashtag JDove Dance Academy, you'll find it anywhere. And at JDove Dance Academy on Instagram, you'll find it as well. We do free classes for people, children 5 years old up to adults. Every Saturday. We're starting again October 5th. And it's a free program from 12 to 4. We do anything from salsa, merengue, creative expression, what else we do? History. We do different kind of themed events. Women's history, Black history. We do AIDS awareness. We do a lot of different kind of, with that program.
And you said that you also do personal lessons, right? Because I've been
correct.
wanting to learn how to do all that Lizzo, Missy Elliott kind of stuff. So, you know what I'm saying?
Absolutely, Nando. We do it all. And I have I would say, advantage of believing in anything is possible. So whatever I don't know, I learn it, and then I go out and teach it.
Great, because I've been on YouTube just mimicking, but I know that there is a difference working with a professional.
Yes, there are.
I hope so.
I'm getting this visual of Nando in front of his iPad, doing this.
Yes. No, there is a difference. However, my process and the way I work is always starting with the person first, seeing what your capabilities are, and then encouraging you to push past that and push and grow from there.
And are you seeing like the market is like gearing more towards like hiring folks like you, hiring you, because everything has to be at a big scale now.
Yep.
So I'm going to top that last wedding I just went to. So I'm going to hire Mariano to really, blow up my dance scene.
Yes. Right now, the market, I've looked into what it is as far as just Sweet 16s and quinceañeras, and it's at $810,000 a year industry.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow.
And that's only
Anything connected with weddings in your end, absolutely.
Right. So bringing in the weddings, and that's what I want to do more of, empowering the bride and groom and the groomsmen and the brides and the bridesmaids, for them to also dance and for them to also feel empowered. And some of them may have wanted to dance when they were younger and didn't get a chance to, and now you have a chance to.
So when did you first know that you wanted to dance?
Oh, wow. So I grew up dancing. I grew up in Coney Island, and there's a location out in the Coney Island Park, Astroland Park, called the Himalayas. And the Himalayas is this big ride, and they play these like really loud songs. And so what we used to do is just go over there and dance. We would just dance in the street. Yeah, right in Coney Island. And we would do kind of dance battles and different things like that. So I always loved it. My mom tells me a different story.
Too bad your mom's not here.
which I don't recall, but she always says that even as a young child, I could not walk down the block and not stop when I heard music. I had to stop and do a move or just start dancing and moving around. I don't remember that, but moms know. So.
Oh yeah. Hey, I'm just curious. JDove, how did you get that name?
Oh, lovely. Wow, thank you for asking. So, a lot of people in my community, which is the Garifuna community, and which is the Garifuna community, and my family's from Honduras, they mainly do that. They do not call me Mariano. They know me as Junie. And Junie is a derivative from Junior because I have my father's name. So that's where the J comes from. Now, a friend of mine, when I was putting the company together and trying to get a name, he said, JDove. And I'm like, what do you mean? He says, JDove. I was like, why? And so he says, your nature is peaceful and serene, and you're like a messenger of peace, which is a dove. The JDove Productions.
That's beautiful. And you have T-shirts with the dove on them.
Yes.
Yes, I got it as a gift, and I'm wearing it right now over my suit and tie. Fits perfectly.
Excellent. Yes, thank you so much. You look great in it.
Yeah, you look fabulous. What a great name. It's like marketing and branding is like so important, and you actually step into, all of the guests that you have here, right? That you had Ariel and JDove, right? It's like so peaceful voices and serene.
No.
And then here comes this loud Mexican coach.
With the ketchup, yeah.
But think about it. It's like we all step into, think about it, we all personify what we do. I'm a breakthrough coach, so like I break through sound barriers, walls, whatever. JDove, peaceful messenger of, peace and all, and then Ariel, right? Very calm, very meditation-like.
Yes.
When you're listening to her talk. It's no accident.
Right,
These are no accidents.
And I'm really wondering if like Richard and Elizabeth put us together like this on purpose because we just fall in line. And I was listening to Ariel earlier. I didn't get a chance to listen to you, Nando, but just who you are and what you do, and what I do, and everything comes from the mind. And everything comes from knowing how to control who you are and what it is that you bring to the world, and and bringing that, stepping forward with that. So breakthrough, boom. What is it that might be my barrier that I need to break through? Ariel, what is it that I need to meditate on to allow me to break through? Maybe that is just dance, and all of this goes together.
And I do think that you are doing the right thing because when you did a few dance moves out there, you're so graceful.
Thank you.
And
Thank you so
it
much.
just looked like it was so easy for you. I mean, I would have been falling down.
Yeah,
Thank you.
So did you obviously became a choreographer after you learned how to dance. And so what did you do to make that transition?
What am I still doing? Taking classes, learning, seeing what's out there, seeing what's new. And that's one of the reasons why I love working with the youth and the younger population, because they teach me as well. So I'm a teacher and I'm a choreographer, but I'm also a student.
I'm a student of everything too still.
Yes.
I mean, you have to be, right?
Yes, absolutely.
I feel like if you don't keep moving, then you're dying, and physically and mentally, right?
Correct.
Definitely. And there's studies, there's science that shows that as you learn new things, not just you learn them, but practice them. So, dancing, as you learn new things and practice them, you're actually expanding the the neurons and all the brain activity happening in your mind. You're expanding it, and it adds life. It adds years to your life.
Yeah, I don't know if you guys knew who Tony Robbins was.
Absolutely.
He's a coach. Yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
So we saw him at an event, and he said he made everybody move around while he was talking. He said if you move, dance, or whatever while you're processing information, it cements it better in your brain.
Correct.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So do you give people any information? I mean, I guess you give them the dance moves, which is enough, right?
Mm-hmm. Well, I start off wherever they are. We start off with a warm-up, and in my warm-up I do different moves with the warm-up just to see where they are. Can they accomplish something that might be on a level 1. Okay, great. If you can, let's see if I can push them to a level 3. They can do a level 3. Let's push them to a level 5. Things like that. But I always start where they are, and encourage them. Again, everything starts with. I have when I do the Sweet 16s and the quinceañera, I have a contract with the youth of that Sweet 16, that quinceañera, that says everything starts with me. Yeah, and they have to. They look at that. Everything starts with me. Don't say the word can't.
But at 16, aren't most kids almost natural dancers at that point? I guess there's. But I think it's a little easier to learn, right?
It's for some. There are a lot of them who aren't, and right now we have kind of different levels. In one, let's say for example, in one Sweet 16, you would have, let's say there's a court of 16, 8 girls, 8 guys, and in that court maybe you have about 5 or 6 that are actually dancers, and the rest are not. Or you would have all 16 that are not dancers because they're just la prima y el primo, the cousin and the cousins of the birthday girl who are going to be in this event. So I come in and I train them and work with them, and again, see what level they're on, and then encourage them from there. So even if they're not dancers, and here's my thing with it, even if you're not a dancer, that's okay. That doesn't mean you cannot dance. So anything, and we start off, day one, they're always nervous. And then by the end, it's like you see this change, right? From day one to the ending. And after that, I ask them questions like, okay, well, you thought you couldn't do this, right? What else is there that you think you cannot do? Go after that.
So this seems like a great way to take a shy person who does not want to come out of their shell at all, in a very supportive and non-judgmental way, bring them out, right?
That's right. That's right.
Try to describe, remembering that you're on the radio here.
Yes.
We don't have the benefit of pictures unless we go to your website, right?
Right.
But try to describe what these courts would do. How would these kids dance? How would you choreograph a party for them?
Okay, great. Okay, so let's start off with day one. They'll come in to the studio, and we go through the contracts, we go through warm-ups. What we start doing is the birthday girl and her parents will let me know what style they want. So let's say they want a waltz. So what I would do, yes, it's show them what the gestures are for a waltz. Right hand up, left hand, ladies' hands in the guys' hands. Come together, take a step closer to each other. Take a step to your left, glide to your left, glide right, glide left, glide right. Spin your partner. We'd even go through a technique that I do with teaching them how to be partners. So putting your hands together and knowing how to rotate your wrist so that you're not bending your partner's hand, and allowing your hand to be open so that you're not squeezing your partner's hand, but that you just flow.
Wow.
That sounds beautiful.
Do you ever go to any of their events? Are you there?
Yes, I'm usually there for like last minute coaching, and last minute pep talk. Yeah, so I'm usually there. Yeah.
Well, and I would assert that, what you're describing, like you said, I'm there for last minute coaching, because I was going to say that's what it sounds like you do, is you coach them through this, because in the beginning, right, you kind of label yourself, I'm not a dancer. So those are the people that, are being a little bit more resistant about, maybe the movements aren't so suave, maybe, it's not flowy, what have you. But after, practice 18, practice 20th,
That's right.
they start to loosen up. And what I assert is there's a level of the coaching that you do, which is the same thing that I do,
Yes.
which is you got to give up looking good.
Yes.
You got to give up looking
I think
good.
I gave that up a long time ago.
Because
I didn't know looking good was an option.
think about it. We all put up pretenses, whether it's
Correct.
on social media. I got to show that I've got the best X. I got to show that my car is the shiniest. I got to show. That's all part of looking good,
Correct.
right? And that looking good keeps us constrained.
That's right.
And once you actually, your folks have no choice. They're going to be in this dance. So they show up. So by the 20th time that they're practicing, their armor,
Starts
comes
to come off. Exactly. And even the armor starts to come off, and I'm again, meet them where they are. And if you move this way, let's find out what your rhythm is. Let's find out how we can best help you look good. You know, and so yeah, all of that, everything you just explained, Nando.
Yeah.
Everything.
So it's a little bit of dance, a little bit of psychology, a little bit of mindset,
Yes.
all rolled
And
in.
hopefully
All
some
rolled
fun
into
too,
one.
Yeah,
because
it's
fun.
it's
A lot of fun.
enjoyable. Yeah.
Yes, and a lot of fun. It is all rolled into one, and it's
You got to increase your prices. I'll tell you that. I don't know what you're charging, but now you've got the
Yeah,
full
yeah,
scope of
you've
what
got
you
it.
actually do.
Right,
Thank
and
you,
we're
thank
expecting
you.
dance lessons as soon as we're done here,
all
right?
right. I'm ready. Let's go.
Nando's kind of looking, I'm not so sure I'm ready for that. Again, tell everybody where they can find you and see your beautiful website.
Yes, thank you. So the website is the letter J, Dove like the bird, Productions, JDoveProductions.com. It's the website. We also have Instagram. Everything is at JDove Productions. YouTube at JDove Productions. The website at JDove Productions.